Hey guys, this is Lucinda Battle. We're going to be talking about our regional terms. We have our body here in our anatomical position. We have our anterior or ventral view here, and our posterior and dorsal view here. And this is for our body cavities here, and that is in our lateral view here. This will be in a lateral view. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we have our cephalic region, which of course is the head region, and here also in our posterior and dorsal view. And we're going to start on our anterior and ventral view. So we have our cephalic region, and we have our frontal region, which is our forehead. And then we have our orbital region, which is our eye. And then we have our nasal region, which is our nose. And then we have our buccal region, which is our cheek. And we also have our oral region, which is our mouth. And we have our mental region right here, which is our chin. And then we have the cervical region here, which is our neck, of course. And then over here on our posterior and dorsal, we have in our cephalic region, we have the otic region, which is covered by her hair, but it's our ear. Our otic region, which is our ear. We have the optical region, which is the back of the head here. And then we have our thoracic region, which is our chest, here, thoracic region. And we have the sternal region right here, sternal region. And we have the axillary region, which is here, armpits, or here, armpits. And then we have the mammary region, which is here, or here. And then we have the abdominal region, which of course is here. We have the umbilical region, which is here, your belly button, which is here, umbilical region. Then we have the pelvic region, which is here. And you have the inguinal region, which is also there. Well, it's kind of over to the side here. And then you have the pubic region, or the genital region, which is here. And then we have our upper limbs, which of course is going to be our acromial, which is our shoulders here, acromial. Then we have the brachial, which is here, upper arms, brachial. And then we have the antecubital, which is here, antecubital. Then we have the olecranal, which is the back of the elbow, Then we have the antebrachial, which is here, antebrachial, here, antebrachial. Then we have the carpal, which of course is here, wrist, carpal tunnel, wrist. And then we have the manus, which is your hands, manus. And we have palmar, which is your palm, which is the back of the hand, palmar, palm. Then you have pollex, which is your thumb, Then you have digital, which is your fingers, Then we have our lower limbs. Our lower limbs, of course, is our legs, lower limbs. You have your coxal, which is up here, your higher hip. It's your hip here, coxal. Then you have your femoral, which is here, femoral. Then you have your patellar, which is the front of your knee, front of your knee. Then you have the popliteal, which is the back of the knee, popliteal, which is the back of the knee. So you got the patella, the front of the knee, and the popliteal, which is the back of the knee. Then you have the carule, which is the front of the leg here. The carule, which is this front of the leg here. Then you have the cerule, which is the calf. The cerule, which is the calf. Then you have the fibular or the perineal. The fibular or the perineal. Fibular or perineal. Then you have the pedal. The pedal is going to be your foot. You think gas pedal, right? When you press your gas pedal, you got to use that foot. Or your brake, got to use that foot. So we got our pedal, which is our foot. Got that tarsal, which is going to be your ankle. Your tarsal is going to be your ankle. Calcaneal is going to be your heel or the heel of your foot back here. This is your calcaneal back here, the heel of your foot. The digital is going to be all the little bitty toes. The digital is going to be all the little bitty toes. And the plantar is going to be the bottom of the foot, the sole of the foot. The plantar is the sole of the foot. And the hallux is the great toe, the big toe. The great toe, the big toe. And then on our posterior view over here, our posterior or dorsal view over here, we have our back, which is our scapular. We have our scapular here. We have our vertebral region here. Vertebral region. It's our scapular region, vertebral region. And then we have our lumbar region, which is here, lumbar region. And we have our sacral region. Then we have our gluteal region. Then we have our perineal region, right in between the anus and the external genitalia. Right in between the anus and the external genitalia, you're going to have your perineal region. And then for our cavities over here, we're going to have our cranial cavity. This is our lateral view of our body. So we're going to have our cranial cavity, which of course contains our brain. And then we're going to have our thoracic cavity, which contains our lungs. And then we're going to have our abdominal cavity here. And that's going to contain all of your digestive organs. Abdominal cavity here. And in between your thoracic cavity and your abdominal cavity is your diaphragm. Your diaphragm right in here. Your diaphragm. So you got your thoracic cavity with your lungs, cranial cavity with your brain. You got your abdominal cavity with your digestive organs, and then you got your diaphragm here. And then we got our pelvic cavity, which is here. And it contains your urinary bladder, reproductive organs, your rectum, things such as that. And then we'll come over here, and you got your dorsal body cavity. This along this line here, dorsal body cavity. And it comes all the way about to like here, dorsal body cavity, about to here. And that's going to have your vertebral cavity. Vertebral cavity is about here. And you're going to have your spine. So you got your dorsal body cavity, vertebral body cavity is going to hit about right here. And this will be your spine. This will be your spine here. Spine.